Durango PlayFest is a week-long festival in Durango, Colorado in August every summer of new play development. So we do 3 to 5 plays so far, and we develop a new play with the playwright and then bring in actors and a director to work through for the week and work with community members as well and some Fort Lewis College students. And it culminates in readings before a live audience at the end of the week.
In more recent years, my dear friend Lauria and I decided that would be a most excellent place to start a PlayFest, because anybody who goes to Durango wants to go back. And if you can figure out a legitimate way to be there and do something creative, it was just a win-win.
It's so gorgeous that it inspires writing.
The excitement of discovering something new and bringing it to life is what's behind all of this, and bringing amazingly talented people together in that gorgeous spot.
The basic plot line of Sitting and Talking is 2 people who start online dating during the pandemic. And over the course of their relationship on Zoom, they start to fall for each other. And it's kind of the challenges of being vulnerable and connecting in the time of the pandemic.
This play, Sitting and Talking, was written explicitly for Zoom. And that was the first play I had come across that was that way. And so as soon as they sent it to me and I read it, I thought, wow, this actually might really work.
And it's so relatable. It's exactly what we're all struggling with, this need for connection. And then there's the technology in the way. It just seemed right.
I think it spoke to a lot of people out there. Everyone has experienced loss in some way through this pandemic. This whole idea about us trusting strangers on a screen, and it's so hard to get my head wrapped around that.
It's a lot more to falling in love with someone than sitting and talking.
I had heard great things about Durango PlayFest and actually sent them work in the past. And then because of the connection with Wendie and Dan, when I found out that they wanted to stream this particular play, I was really excited about it. And I think theater is really important, and it has been so nice to be able to continue making something that feels like theater during this time.
There's obviously no replacement for live theater, but we made a commitment last summer to come up with programming that would engage our audience and keep us connected.
I thank God for Zoom. It's not perfect, but at least it gives us a chance to keep telling stories. We read it and I think got together a couple days and spent a few hours together just reading through it. And then as we recorded it, we did 1 scene at a time, and we would do it 2 or 3 times.
We rehearsed a scene. We did it from beginning to end, Wendie and I. And if we felt it was good, and James Glossman, our director, thought it was good, and Lia thought it was good, then we printed it and it was put together.
The timing can be so off when you're dealing with 6 people in a box and there's a delay and people's screens freeze, and it was so maddening, and it was better than nothing, but it was a very frustrating experience.
I always tell people, if you go see a terrible play live, it's one of the worst nights of your life. But if you see a great play live, you will never forget it as long as you live.
For any of us who love to be in a theater with our fellow human beings, that shared experience is so unique. It's so irreplaceable. And it's something that we as human beings, I think, are drawn to do. We want to feel that commonality and that joy and euphoria and excitement in a room together.
That experience, that visceral experience of being with people and seeing stories told has been lost. And we have to adapt, and we are adapting, and we're doing the best we can. But there's nothing like it. You can't replace it with Zoom.